Next game on our list, it's the San Francisco 49ers continuing their regular season dominance over the Los Angeles Rams with a 31-14 victory over LA. They have now won 8 of the past 9 meetings. Their only loss in that span was last year in the NFC Championship game. The last 2 regular season meetings, they've won by 15 plus points. The big story in this game is Christian McCaffrey. Good God, Christian McCaffrey. I'm going to give you the floor because you've been a CMC guy. You've been trying to tell people. I'm going to give you the B-roll for him. I'm going to give you everything. Go in on your dude.
Yeah, it's unfortunate he plays for the 49ers because I hate the Niners. However, I told you guys this was a dream matchup. This was a match made in heaven with Kyle Shanahan and Christian McCaffrey. There is nothing on the football field this man can't do. As you've seen when he threw one, as you've seen when he ran one, and then as you've seen when he caught one. The trifecta. But the more importantly, first full week of practice, you see what he is capable of. Stop with the injury-prone Christian McCaffrey. He is the best running back in the NFL. And I don't care if you want to say, well, he can't run the ball 30 times in between the tackles. Don't care. Don't care. This today's NFL, he is the most versatile. He is the dude that you can involve in an offense. And I told you guys this about the 49ers, Super Bowl contending 49ers, that they are so multiple now on offense that they did this without Deebo Samuel and you didn't even notice he wasn't on the field. That's how good Christian McCaffrey is. They basically took Christian McCaffrey and played him as Deebo Samuel, and you didn't even know the difference. And Jimmy Garoppolo played great because Jimmy Garoppolo said, all I have to do is not fuck it up. And he didn't fuck it up. And so, first of all, shout out to Christian McCaffrey for how great this man is. The great white hype, great white hope. I'll be honest. You don't see this from white running backs. There are no white running backs in the NFL that have had success like Christian McCaffrey.
You froze.
Oh, you just don't see white running backs in the NFL doing stuff like this. If this was a black quarterback in the early 90s, we would be lauding over how good he deserves opportunities and how good he is as a black quarterback. And I agree that we shouldn't see color. However, the NFL is color. We all know what positions play what, and there are no white running backs in the NFL that play, let alone have the impact that Christian McCaffrey has. He deserves everything that he is getting today, all the credit. The man is just super talented, and this offense is going to be crazy when Deebo Samuel gets back.
Christian McCaffrey makes me feel so much better whenever I play Madden or NCAA that I make my guy a running back and I'm like, I'm doing great things. And I'm like, man, this ain't realistic. That just doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen. But Christian McCaffrey makes it possible. I'm gonna do something here that I want to point out, and it's a little film breakdown. And I know you talk about it all the time, but I don't think the replay is in here. But you talk about the dynamic playability from the 49ers offense that with Christian McCaffrey added in here and no Deebo Samuel on this play. When you throw it out to Christian McCaffrey, you can't see it because we don't have the replay of it. And I meant to try and find it. But when you see Christian McCaffrey here, every Rams defender respects Christian McCaffrey enough and they swarm in. Safeties drop and it left the receiver wide open in the end zone. Like that, there's all this space because this corner here that on the right of the screen sucked in on Christian McCaffrey because he's Christian McCaffrey. You think he's going to run the ball because he's that damn good. And you know that's the game plan is to stop Christian McCaffrey. But then you sell out for it and you leave guys like Brandon Ayuk wide open for an easy walk-in touchdown. It's scary what this offense can be with Christian McCaffrey and the offensive mind of Kyle Shanahan. I don't know if you want to break that film down any more than what I just did. I tried my best, but
no, you're good. You're right. But this is what happens when you have. This is why the NFL is so beautiful, and this is why I'll never stop loving the game of football. Is because if everybody does their job, then you don't have to worry about was that Christian McCaffrey or Deebo Samuel or whoever, right? But in your mind, that's what you think as a player. Like, who am I looking out for? Every person has an assignment on that field. So if the safety was supposed to be over the top, then he probably had his eyes in the backfield and he made a mistake. And so his one mistake now didn't allow that linebacker that did his job to get out there to Christian McCaffrey, who did his job. It didn't matter because the safety didn't do his. Or if the corner was supposed to drop back and be in deep thirds and he didn't do his job, it doesn't matter. This is why the NFL is so important for everyone to be on the same page. You have to trust. If I'm a corner and my job is to stay with my receiver, I have to trust that everybody else is going to do their job. And if they don't, then I still did my job. When you have so many weapons like the 49ers have, it is hard to get out of the mindset of, oh, let me go make a play. Oh, let me go get Christian McCaffrey because I know the ball's going there. Let me get Deebo Samuel. Let me go after George Kittle. There's just so many ways they can disguise what they want to do. It's almost like a defense that's in a disguised coverage, but they do it offensively. So they're tricking you offensively to say, this is what we're doing. In reality, they're doing something else. They're almost playing defense on offense. It's insane. Kyle Shanahan is a genius. If he can only figure out how to do it now in the Super Bowl late in games and have a quarterback that can go win games, they'll be a Super Bowl winning team. And I'm afraid to say it because I think they are right now, even with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. I think that the 49ers at full strength are the best team in the NFC.
Well, when you have those weapons that they have there with Deebo, and that was without Deebo in this game, it can be truly special to see. On the Rams side of things, though, a little update on Cooper Kupp. If you have not seen the news already, he was injured in this game, and it was a scary sign for the Rams. People were very afraid because that's really their offense. The update on him, he is just dealing with tissue swelling in his ankle. There's no structural damage at all, and he is expected to play this coming Sunday when they play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But this Rams team, once again, falling short. Just 14 points in this matchup. They lose again. Defending Super Bowl champs falling to 3-4. We're out, right? It's time to just pack it up, right? We're out.
I didn't hear you.
I was basically asking if we're out on the this is we've packed up and we're leaving.
I'm gonna number one is I don't buy Cooper Kupp's only dealing with some swelling and he's gonna play and he's fully he'll be out. I think something more. I think he will be limited. And I agree. The Rams do look cooked. A couple of reasons why. First of all, like the Rams, when they were at their best, including last year, they were able to run the football. When they went to the Super Bowl in 2019, they were able to run the football. They can't run the football. And they don't have an offensive line to protect Matt Stafford. And this does not look like the Super Bowl team from a year ago. I think they are desperate for something in the run game in order to get them going because offensively they don't stand a chance. If they don't have Cooper Kupp for any stretch of time, 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, they don't score points, any points. They are the Los Angeles Cooper Kupps. This is their entire team. He's accounting for damn near 50% of their offense. They are a bad football team with an elite level player in Cooper Kupp and a quarterback who's really good in Matt Stafford, but nothing else. They're a disaster. They're the 3rd or 4th best team in this division. They are not going anywhere. It's not going to change because they can't fix their issues. Everybody thinks their issues are fixed if they go sign Odell Beckham, but it's not. Their issues aren't going to be fixed. Number one, it's not just their offense now. It's bleeding over into their defense because their offense is so bad. This team is in shambles right now. And fun stat, though, about this game, and then we can move on. I know we've been on this game for a minute. Sean McVay is like the little stepbrother to Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan owns this man. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? It makes sense. Shanahan was on the same staff with McVay in Washington. He knows everything McVay wants to do. Sean McVay has 2 losses in his career to teams when leading at the half. 2. Both of them to Kyle Shanahan. It is insane how much coaching matters and matchups matter. And the 49ers have the Rams number, but the Rams are not a good football team right now. And they don't have any assets. They don't have anything. You can go sign Odell Beckham. There you go. They have nothing. They don't have any assets to trade. They can go try to sign Odell Beckham Jr., but guess what? If he only has a second to throw the ball, Odell ain't going to help him either. The Rams are in trouble. The Rams,
big time. No assets to try and fix things. It's like you gave it all up for that Super Bowl, and I mean, it was worth it. It was worth it. They won it. They won it. Yeah,
Time to
worth
rebuild.
Now it's time to maybe hit the reset button and try and figure out what the hell is happening, and try and find some solutions to the problems. Niners defeat the Rams and own the Rams 31-14.